My wife said. She was at yoga, but I saw her at a hotel. I used to think lies came with warning signs, shifty eyes, nervous laughs. But my wife, Hannah, lied with a smile so perfect I almost believed her. Almost. T started with yoga. At least, that's what she called it. Twice a week, every Thursday and Sunday, she'd leave at 6 p.m. sharp, yoga mat in hand, and return glowing, happy, relaxed. At first, I was happy for her. Marriage gets heavy sometimes. I thought maybe this was her escape, her time to breathe. But then, little cracks appeared. One night, I was looking for a pen in her gym bag. Inside, I found lipstick. Not just any lipstick, the same deep red she wore on our first date, the one she hadn't touched in years. I told myself it meant nothing, until I also found a receipt, a bar receipt, for 2 glasses of wine. Timestamp, Thursday. While she was supposedly at yoga, I didn't say anything, not yet, because if she was lying, I needed to see it, feel it, believe it with my own eyes. And once I did, there would be no turning back. The next Sunday, she dressed up more than usual, hair curled, perfume lingering. Yoga, she said with a casual smile, grabbing her mat. I kissed her cheek and said, "Have fun." Then I followed her, heart pounding, hands sweating on the steering wheel, like I was the one doing something wrong. She drove across town, not to the yoga studio, not even close. She pulled into the parking lot of a boutique hotel, a place with dim lights and champagne in the lobby. I watched from my car as she walked in, laughing into her phone, not nervous, not guilty, just happy. Minutes crawled by like hours. Then he appeared, a man, mid-30s, sharp suit. He walked up to her like they'd done this 100 times, and when he kissed her, everything inside me went silent. No screaming, no breaking glass, just silence. Like my entire life had been a movie, and someone had cut the sound. I drove home without turning on the radio, without thinking, just moving. She came back 3 hours later. Hair messy, cheeks flushed, like she'd run a marathon. Yoga was intense, she said, smiling. I smiled back, because somehow that hurt less than crying. That night, I lay awake next to her, staring at the ceiling. Her breathing was steady, peaceful, and I hated her for it, not just for cheating, for being able to sleep while I was drowning in the truth. The next morning, I started collecting proof. I installed a tracker in her car, synced her phone's iCloud to my laptop, every message, every call. Within days, I had it all. His name was Daniel. They met at work. They'd been meeting at that hotel for 6 months. 6 months of lies. 6 months of me cooking dinner alone while she was wrapped in his arms. I didn't explode, not yet, because I wanted her to see what she had done. So I made a plan. Thursday night came again. She got dressed, grabbed her yoga mat, and kissed my cheek. "Don't wait up," she said. But this time, I followed her inside, not to the hotel room, to the lobby. I walked straight to the front desk and showed the clerk my ID. "My wife is in room 214, I said quietly. "Can you call her down?" The clerk hesitated, but something in my voice must have worked. He called. Minutes later, Hannah stepped off the elevator, laughing, with Daniel. Her laughter died when she saw me. The color drained from her face. She dropped her yoga mat. "What are you doing here?" she stammered. I didn't yell, didn't cry, didn't ask why. I just handed her the stack of printed messages, receipts, and photos I'd collected. "I know," I said. Then I walked out. She called me 27 times that night, texted that it didn't mean anything, that she felt lonely, that we could fix this. But here's what she didn't understand. She didn't just cheat. She chose someone else, over and over, while looking me in the eyes and telling me she loved me. 2 weeks later, I filed for divorce. She cried in the lawyer's office, said she made a mistake. But by then, I was already gone. Not physically, emotionally. Because the truth is, the night I saw her walk into that hotel, she stopped being my wife. It's been a year now. I live alone in a quiet apartment. I cook for one, I sleep alone, and I've realized something. Loneliness hurts, but loving someone who lies to you hurts worse. I'd rather be alone with the truth than together in a beautiful lie.